So this Sunday that just passed, me and my brethren went to TGI Fridays. And reflecting on it now, I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, this is the reason why man don't like to go out and be social and be around lots of people I don't know. Believe it or not, back in the day, man used to be one of them people, man would make friends with everybody. Literally, like, there was no one that didn't really like me. And man was, you get me, social and that, like, just friends and cool with everybody. But as I've gotten older, my tolerance level is getting lower and lower and lower. I've become anti-social. Not anti-social in a way where man will be playing music till 2 in the morning and selling drugs from my yard and all them. No, not that type of anti-social and that. I've met people who is anti-social and that. And anyway, I'll get on to that a little bit later in the video on it. But man's not anti-social and that, like in that kind of way, like anti-social behavior. But man's just anti-social, like man don't want to be around lots of new people and that. Man don't want to, because when you're around people, you have to put up with their nonsense. In TGI Fridays the other day, and this is kind of insignificant, but it just made me want to make this video because it got me thinking about other things and that. Me and brethren in TGI Fridays, and this is a minor. Nothing. I'm sitting down, obviously facing my friend and that. He's got his back to some people then behind him and that. And the guy just banged on the table. I don't know why. So my brethren looked back, but it was nothing where my friend needed to say anything. If my friend said something, then it would have just been like, why are you escalating? And car, you know, me and my man and my people, them, well, a couple of them, if it turns into a talk, if man have to address something, then more than likely it's going to turn into a thing. Because me, I'm a man, I'll turn it into a situation and that. Man don't talk. I definitely don't talk for long. If I'm getting into a local thing and that, I'm thinking, okay, right, when am I gonna, you get me? So, anyway, this situation, it wasn't even a situation. Someone banged on the table, my friends look back and that, and I just think to myself, why is this person banging on the table for in the first place? Like, just relax yourself for it, yeah, just be quiet. Saying TGI Friday, this older black man, you know, one of them man that don't know his age. The man's fucking like 65, some old skinny black man that look like E.T. with a bald head, still wearing a Hugo Boss tracksuit. He's got up and for some reason in TGI Friday they got like a drum kit, and the guys walked up to the drum kit and just started banging on the drums. I just think to myself, what are you doing? Like, are you 10 years old or something? This guy's like 60, 65 easily, still wearing tracksuits, banging on the drums and that. And I was thinking to myself, this is why I don't like being around people and that. Like, imagine, yeah, you're with your gal and you're at a restaurant, you're having a quiet little meal, and then a bunch of youths come, bunch of men come, 6 of them sitting at the table next to you, being loud and that. That will piss me off. That will piss me off. And me, other man, I want to say something. And if I say something, if a man responds the wrong way, then it's a situation. That's why man don't like to go out and be around people in a static, stationary situation. And I don't mind being around people when I'm keeping it moving and that. But I don't like to be sitting around people. Because people do dumb stuff. People feel like they can just act the way they want to act around anyone and it's just okay. Nah, me, I'm a man. I don't like to compromise. I don't like, nah, man. Like, even the other day, I must have went to this group thing. Basically, what they're trying to do in Northampton is they're trying to open up some kind of community center kind of thing and that. So they've invited me there, and I'm the baby of the group. Literally, everyone there is old enough to be my mum or my dad, 110%. Everyone there is like grandma type of age, and it like 65 and everything there. And some of the people them is 50 and that, but the youngest there is like 50 bar, apart from me and that. And like even little dumb stuff like me, I'm a man. I'm sitting on a chair right now, innit? Yeah. If I'm sitting on a chair, I don't want no one putting their hand on my chair. Don't touch my chair, innit? Don't invade my personal space. I don't like man sitting or standing close to me if they don't need to. If I'm on the tube in London and that's different. But when you don't need to be close to me, don't be close to me, innit? I like my own space. I see a man, He don't know this woman, you know. He's sitting next to her. This is at that group meeting. And he's got his arm behind her chair and that. No, don't do that. Why are you trying to dominate? I feel like someone trying to dominate my space, you know, when people do things like that. Don't put your hand on my chair. Dumb stuff like people tapping their foot on my chair or tapping their foot on the table and that. Like, I just don't like being around people. I hate people doing dumb stuff around me. I can't stand it. Like, I feel like people don't know how to behave themselves. I think there's a lot of people that maybe like kind of like dumb. They're a bit like, get me, like, not like they have learning difficulties and that, but like, I don't know, they're just not socially aware and that, or they ain't had people around me to fucking check them. Yeah, me, I like my own personal space. Unless you're someone that I'm intimate with like that, like, you know, you can invade my space. Or unless we are on that level, then I don't mind people invading my personal space. But if I don't know you, don't invade my personal space, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. Man putting his arm around a woman's chair that he don't know. Or even the next man. It don't matter. I mean, I don't like stuff like that. I don't like no one putting their arm around my chair if I don't know you. One time I was in one of my old things and that. We were at one of my cousins, one of my cousins opened up a shisha bar thing, innit? So boom. I think it was like the opening day or something. So took this old thing that man used to deal with back in the day. Took her up there and that, innit, yeah? And there was one guy. So I'm sitting here, the gal is next to me on my left, and then to her left there's a next brother. So he's chilling, we're on a sofa thing, innit? He's chilling on a sofa in the back garden. And my man's put his arm up like that. As soon as I see him do that, I'm just waiting, innit? Because in my head, I'm thinking that he's gonna go, but don't do that, fam. Don't put your arm behind my girl, fam. Because to me, you're trying to dominate my girl's space, you know. Yeah, you're trying to dominate my gal, innit, yeah? We got a fucking problem. If I tell you to move your arm and you don't move it, I'm gonna start swinging in, yeah? End of story, fam. That's the way it's gonna go, fam. Because you're doing something you're not supposed to. I've checked you on it. If you're not gonna listen to what I've said, then I'm gonna have to escalate the situation and that. Yeah, I don't like people coming in my space and that. People need to know how to behave around other people as well. Like my mum gets the side of her hair shaved, innit? So my mum goes to a barber now and then. She does it herself, I think, innit? But now and then she'll go to a barber and that. And my barber, he's a good barber. My personal barber. Big up man like John Barber, innit? But I would never bring my mum, and I told him this, I would never bring my mum to the barber shop itself if I'm dead. Because in that barber shop, them lot there is ratchet. Them man there and the gal them talk about pussy and fuck this and that. No. You're not talking like that in front of my mum. We're gonna have a serious problem, you know. I'm not bringing, because my mum don't look like she's my mum. My mum look like she could be my gal. Yeah, she look young. If I'm in a situation or surrounding and that, and people are talking about pussy, fuck this and it's, nah, I'm checking you in that. That's how I think. That's how I think. I've had people, my mum and my stepdad's people then come to the yard and that, and they might swear in front of my little sister and that. I've had to check them, or my stepdad's had to check them and that. Don't swear on my little sister. Yeah, you're a big man and that, but you know what, yeah? There's little ears on the receiving end of your swear words and that. Don't be cussing in front of my little sister. I've been in a restaurant before, Curvans, Wood Green High Street. My little sister was young back then as well. She was like 3 or 4 years old. It's lunchtime and the restaurant is empty. About 4 tables down, there's this white woman. I think she was like Greek but English born, because she had black hair in it. And she's with some mixed race pitney and that. Effing this, effing that, effing that. I said, yo, miss, do you mind not swearing in front of my little sister, please? She was like, oh, sorry, it's just in my vocabulary and that. Yeah, blood, don't be swearing in front of my little sister and that. Respect my little sister's presence. Get me? I don't want no one. Get me? Some people feel like, and like, someone could say, oh, well, I get what you're saying, you know, if people come to your house and they're swearing in front of your sister, you have a right to check them. No, I will check people who swear around my little sister, even if I bring my sister to their house. See, my mindset is, my philosophy is like, let's say even my yard itself, yeah? This is my house. I pay mortgage here, yeah? I run this yard. No one can tell me nothing. I swear. But you know what? If my little sister comes to my house, I'm not swearing in front of her, you know? Yeah, this is my yard and that. But man need to respect my little sister's presence, regardless of the geographical location. I don't care if I'm at my mum's house. I don't care if I'm at my yard. I don't care if I'm at Mars or Mars. I don't business, blood. I'm not swearing. No one's swearing in front of my little sister. Maybe one word. The second time, I'm checking you on it. Checking you on it. That's why I want to bring my mum to the barber shop. Like, I can send my mum there on her own, because if I'm not there, a man don't directly violate my mum, I don't business. Yeah, you can swear around my mum all you want, but if it's not even the swear words, it's the vulgar chat. It's the vulgar chat. I don't care what man say in my mum's presence, as long as it's not directed to my mum and that. If I'm not there, I don't business. But when man are talking about pussy and fuck out and something, nah. You're not talking like that in front of my mum if I'm there. We got a problem. In this world, yeah, literally, you're gonna have to either check everyone. This is why I don't get along with my neighbours and that, you know, because it's either you're gonna compromise and put up with bullshit, or you're gonna check people and get into altercations and that with people. That's why man's had to mash up people around here and that. When I'm on this contract, I get the tenants' them's numbers, so I can phone them. I get their address, their name, and the number. So I see one guy in it. I think his last name was Mohammed or something in it. So yeah, boom. I'm expecting it to be like Somalian or something in it. Definitely of ethnic minority, like blackish. Anyway, boom. Got the guy's address, got the guy's number. Tried to phone him on my way there. As I phoned him, I'm hearing rap music in the background. Yeah, I'm on the block with the man. Then you get. I'm like, hello? So anyway, boom, I locked off the phone. Phoned it back. Yeah, I'm on the block with the man. I'm like, oh my days. This is the guy's voicemail, you know. Imagine you phone up a tenant to go to their yard and their voicemail is a rap song, you know. I'm thinking in my head, this guy's a fucking idiot, you know. I'm like, yeah, do you know what? More than likely nothing's gonna happen, but I could tell this person, they're gonna probably do, or they're the type of person, if I spend a long enough time around it, they'll piss me off, you know. You're an idiot, blood. But anyway, went to the tenant's yard. Lo and behold, check the story. So boom, man had 2 jobs to do in it, yeah? Let's say number 10 and number 12. The tenant that had the rap music on the voicemail, he's number 12. I knocked at number 10. I said, yo, I'm the electrician, come to do a test. He said, yeah, you can come do it. But I said, all right, cool. Wait there. I'm going to go next door and knock at number 12 because I phoned him earlier. He didn't answer, innit? And nor did you. So wait there. I'm going to go and knock next door, innit? So I'm going to knock on the door where the guy has the voicemail with the rap music in it. He said, no, don't bother go knock next door. I said, why? He said, he's a drug dealer. The police are after him. There's a warrant out for his arrest. So he fled to Africa. I could have predicted that. I predicted that nonsense. Maybe not the fleeing to Africa thing. I predicted that nonsense when I phoned this guy and I heard, yeah, I'm on the block with the man then. Just play. Who the hell has a rap song as their voicemail? That's how I know this guy don't have no professional job. Even if a man's a dustbin man. This guy is not an employable man. Let me just sip my ass clap tea. This guy is not an employable man. This man is not employed if he has that as his rap song, that as his voicemail and that. Imagine your employer calling you up, yeah, and you miss the call and it goes straight to voicemail and that, and you're hearing that. Anyway, my man was telling me about him and that, and he was like, he's the worst neighbor ever. This guy next door, so I went to number 12. Well, I went to go and knock. The guy said, don't go, he's fled to Africa and that. So I went back to number 10. The guy at number 10 said to me, he's the worst neighbor ever. He plays loud music in his house 24/7, blood. In this little flat block, there's 4 houses, yeah? 10, 12, 14, 16. Above number 12 is a woman that lived at number 16. She's a nurse. She does the night shift. You know, this guy's music was so excessively loud and he played it for so long throughout the day, constantly throughout the day, because he's a madman and he's got no consideration or respect for the people that are around him. You know the woman upstairs who's a nurse that does the night shift. You know, during the day when she's supposed to be sleeping, she has to go to her sister's house to sleep because that fucking idiot downstairs is playing some excessively loud music. He said the music was so loud, people used to walk past the house and start dancing because the music's so loud. Now, it's not because they can hear the music why they start dancing, because I play music now and then and I have my window open in my kitchen. My window is just there. People walk past, people don't start dancing. But if I was playing some excessively loud music, people know it's so stupid. People start acting stupid. You know, human beings, they like, what kind of stupidity is contagious, basically. You're being an idiot, so people around you are going to start acting like a damn jackass. I was thinking to myself, God forbid I had this guy as my neighbor. There would be beef within the first couple days. From the moment I hear all that crazy music, that loud bass thumping and that, I'm going knocking. If he reacts the wrong way, then there's going to be a war going on in this landing. One of my cousins, I don't know, like maybe he shared a memory or someone shared a memory on their Facebook page, innit? I clicked this video and my cousin was doing some DJing thing in his yard. And this was like 3-4 years ago, because I saw the time stamp on it. It was like, this video was produced 3 years ago. And that. This guy had some big loud speakers. You know the speakers that are as big as this mini fridge here? Well, as big as this little fridge. He had them big speakers. I don't know if it's in the living room or some room in the flat. Let me tell you something. This music he was playing this music so loud, the bass was vibrating the camera. The camera was shaking. I was reading the comment section and someone put like the crying, laughing emojis and your neighbors must hate you and that. And they were laughing. But in my head, I wasn't laughing. I put myself in that position. Man, this guy is a fucking idiot. Imagine, yeah, having a neighbor that has speakers that big in their yard and they're playing music. It was so loud, I swear to God, I could hear that. I can still hear that music now. That music traveled through Ras Clark time. It's so loud, blood. Imagine having to put up with that. Some people, they have no consideration for their neighbors. They have no consideration for the people that are around them. My neighbors around there, they fucking hate my guts. But if you ask them an honest question, if you said to them, honestly, that guy there that lives at number 2, that maniac, whatever, innit, yeah? Is he a nuisance to live next to? Now, some people say, yeah, he's a nuisance, I don't like him, innit? But if you actually sat down and said, is he a nuisance? Do you think to yourself, I really want to knock on this guy's door, but I don't want to because it might turn into this or that? And yeah? They would say no. If they're honest with themselves, I'm not a nuisance neighbor. I just don't tolerate bullshit. I keep myself to myself. I don't bring anti-social people around my yard. I don't play loud music. I don't have music that's thumping, blaring and that, shaking the yard, shaking the neighbor's yard and that. Man's not doing building work at 9 o'clock at night. One woman on my mum's estate, I don't know what was wrong with this woman, yeah? Maybe I don't know, maybe she got dementia or something. It's 9 p.m. at night, pitch black, 9 p.m. at night on my life. This woman was cutting the hedge outside. You know what the hedge trimmer, cutting the hedge outside her yard at 9 p.m. at night when it's pitch black. This is in Edmonton, my mum's yard. I think to myself, is this woman crazy? It's not 5 o'clock in November, you know, when it gets started. No, it was 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, this woman. I think to myself, What's wrong with you? See the thing, I have a problem with that, blood. What are you doing? You don't need to be cutting your ass Clark hedge at 9 p.m. at night. What, if you got a wedding or a funeral that's taking place at your yard the next day and you had to get it done, just do it tomorrow. Do it when you come back from work at 6 o'clock then. These people around it, the people in this world, they just don't think, they have no consideration for people. You know, my mum's like, I've had to check people. I'm sitting down and, you get me? A man will go to the toilet and I'll hear the toilet flush and then bam, a man's out within the next 2 seconds. Blood, you didn't wash your hands, fam. Like, you cannot possibly wash your hands that quick. There should be 20 seconds or 15-second delay for when I hear that toilet there flush and then you exit the toilet and that. See, I've got a problem with that. The last time I had to check someone on that was one gas engineer. I took him to my flat. Brought him to my flat to check the boiler and that. I'm there on the phone and that, talking. My man's gone toilet and that. Hear the toilet flush, bam, he's out the door, innit? Man, come off the phone after about a minute. I said to him, big man, you need to wash your hands, innit? Yeah, he's like, yeah, I was about to wash my hands in the kitchen sink. Yeah, so you really pissed in the toilet, in the bathroom, where there's a sink right next to it, but you decided, you know what? I prefer not to, my ritual for after I go piss is to not wash my hands in the sink that's right next to the toilet, which is more convenient. No, my ritual is to go into the kitchen and wash my hands. Like, sometimes it's best to just say, you know what? Just don't say nothing. Just say, yeah. I was about to wash them. After a minute. So that's a part of the ritual. So a part of the ritual is to go piss, not wash your hands in the sink that's right next to the toilet, leave the bathroom, go into the kitchen, but before you wash your hands straight away, you wait a couple of minutes and that. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. Now, I know I've kind of digressed. Well, not really, actually, but yeah. Me and my man, this is why I don't like to associate and hang around with people and that. Because you just have to put up with people's bullshit. Or you're going to check them, and when you check them, people don't like you. There's a lot of people in this world, you're not going to get along with them because they flex a certain way that you don't flex. I watched them interviews and that when man them in jail and that, and man are talking about he's on the bottom bunk of the bunk bed. So you got the bottom bunk and the top bunk. And he's lying there on the bottom bunk of the bunk bed and the man's at the top and he's got his legs dangling over and that. And he's saying like, blah, I don't really like that, but you know what? Them man are calling it, so leave it in. It's not a violation in that. It's not a violation, but certain men don't think to themselves, no, I wouldn't do that, innit? Certain men don't care. Your cellmate, well, I'll tell you what is a bit of a violation. Your cellmate shits in the cell that you're in. That's a bit of a violation. You need to check a man on that. Apparently, if a man does that, a man don't respect you. Some man, they're not doing it because they don't respect you. Some man, they just don't think. Certain man don't care. Yeah, it don't even resonate. The thought don't even cross their mind. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't shit in the cell when my cellmate's there as well. But this is the thing, God forbid man went back to jail and I'm not banging up with no one. Fuck that, blood. You're in a cell with someone that might have psychological issues and that. You know what I'm saying, innit? Yeah, you're gonna have to be putting up with their nonsense, blood. This is why I can never live with housemates. Never live with housemates. If I don't even get along with my neighbours, imagine having to live and share a yard with some people and that I don't know. Man that don't come from don't have the same mindset as me. Man and gal that don't have the same cleanliness as me. It would never work. It would never work. I will be clashing and clashing and clashing and clashing and clashing. Like some people think, the reason why interracial dating don't work and that is because white people and their families and that are racist towards black people. Ain't got nothing to do with that. It's to do with your culture. And culture ain't got nothing to do with it ain't solely about what food you eat or what flag you flag or the skin color of your race and that. Culture is sort of like your mindset. Culture is your mindset, the way you do things and that. Trust me, blood. Like there could be man who, I'll give you a good example. Like I always say, yeah, when I watched that series Love Island, like 2 series ago or whatever, in it, yeah. I'm watching Love Island. My girl put on Love Island. I'm watching it with her and that, and I could watch it on mute. So therefore, I can't hear how the man them speak. So I can't tell you where their accent's from, where they're from, and that. But I can tell that these black brothers, they're not even brothers. These black guys, they're not from London. They don't grow up around the man. Do you know why? Because them man there are touching other man's ass. Them man there are playing bromance and them things there. Them man there are snuggling up in the bed with the man them and thinking that is funny. I know them black man there hang around and grow up with white man, because black man don't do that nonsense and that. See, their culture is different to me. Yeah, we're the same. Yeah, they probably are Jamaican like man, but them man there do stuff that is not the same way that I do things. Yeah, it's not the same things that I do. Their culture is different to mine. Their culture is, yeah, touch man's ass and kiss man on the cheek and lay in the bed bromance and that. Nah, don't bring that around me. You know, I even broke up with my gal slyly. Or definitely, I think I broke up with her. I definitely stuck it on her. I'm chatting to one of my subscribers on the phone and that during a live stream, and my girl texts bromance and that. But I went fucking mad. I didn't say or do nothing right then and there during the live stream and that. I saw it and I said, right, I'm gonna deal with her afterwards and that. I went mad. That don't mean I shouted and screamed at her on the phone. Don't get it twisted. Man, I don't scream and shout. But man fucking stuck it on her and that. Blood, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not because my girl is white. Her culture is different to man. Yeah? There would be a black girl who maybe grew up in a white area and that would say bromance and that. Bruv, man, I don't listen. Man's not gonna say that until get mad. Because you know, if you say anything about any communities and that, they want to take down your channel and that. But man does not flex like that. I'm a fucking Jamaican, blood. Yeah, listen to the lyrics in the songs that they ban from Jamaican artists nowadays about certain types of people and that. Yeah, that's how I believe in it. Don't get it twisted. Man, not on no hate crime and want to stamp man out because man, don't bring that around me, blood. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to smell it. Nothing. I don't want to be around them type of man there. Yeah? So don't even try and make jokes and put me in that category or bromance and that. What the fuck is bromance? I was so confused what bromance was at the time, I had to search it. When I searched what bromance was, I'm seeing 2 men laying in a bed next to each other, doing all it. I went mad. Like I said, it don't mean shouting and screaming, but man had to put it on this girl so she knows you don't even usher them words there to me. Yeah, I'm from fucking Edmonton. I'm a Jamaican, innit? Yeah, don't even confuse me with that nonsense. I've met black men that make jokes about being gay and doing this to you. Like, fam, don't bring that around me, blood. Even a Jamaican man I know, I met one time, he said he got kicked off a construction site on the first day. Do you know why? Because some guy tried to put a broomstick up his ass and that. It's not because the guy's white, it's because his culture is different. If that was one of them black cutes from Essex or whatever, innit? If he tried to put the broomstick up his ass, he would have laughed at it. He'd be like, ooh. But us Jamaicans and that, especially them lot from over there. My man tried to put the broomstick up his ass, turn around, boxed him. Now the white youth, probably a white youth, because black man don't do that unless they're from fucking Essex. Damn idiots. The white youth that done that, he must have been so surprised in that. Do you know why? Because he's used to hanging around with idiots that flex like that. But these man need to know that us black man don't flex like that. The real black man don't flex like that. But yeah, man, this video has really gone on long, you know, 29 minutes or something like that. Yeah, this is why man's anti-social and that. Not anti-social in terms of my behavior, like, you know, acting ratchet and that. But when you're around people, you're just gonna constantly have to compromise and put up with people's nonsense and that. Like, you get me? Some people think it's cool to fart around people or burp and then things there. Nah. And then you're gonna have to check them. When you check them, you get me, gonna have a problem. I remember I was on one construction site, and this white you kept asking man questions. Oh, where was you? Just asking me dumb, irrelevant questions, isn't it? I said, bro, what are you asking me so much questions for? He's like, oh, sorry. The guy didn't want to talk to me after that. The next 2 weeks and that, he didn't talk to me. But don't ask man no fucking question. I don't know you, blood. Yeah, we're on the same team, but we're not working together like that. Yeah, you can talk to me and ask me questions like just general conversation questions, innit? But don't be questioning me. What are you asking me so much questions for? Yeah, you might be able to do that with them white youths and that. Yeah, don't be asking man no questions, blood. Man, a big Ras Clark man. What are you asking me questions for? So he might have seen it as me being anti-social. I'm seeing like, bro, what are you asking me questions for? I don't flex like that, man. Go out some other prick questions, blood. But yeah, man, that's it, man. The reason why I don't like being around people and that, because man flex a certain way I don't flex in them things there, innit? So yeah, I'm always gonna clash with people. Cause me, I don't feel like I should allow people to just be themselves, or you get me, that that's just the way the person is and that. No, fuck that, man. Stay away, don't know.